Care package inbound.
Marriage is the funniest thing. People don't go into marriage going, oh, I'm so miserable. When two people get married, it's because they love each other and they want to be with each other. You go on, you get married, and you're happy. He's perfect, she's beautiful, everything I ever wanted, he's my Prince Charming. So what happens?
With PTSD, you might as well be walking in, dropping a nuclear bomb right between couples. Just everything explodes. It annihilates everything.
So after a spouse tries this, and she tries that, and she tries this to get her husband to act more normal or appropriate, whatever word you want to use. When things start going wrong in a marriage, we have this uncontrollable need to fix the other person. That is always the solution. Something's going wrong, we need to fix our spouse. When nothing works, when everything fails, she's so frustrated. And then she comes up with the idea. It's like a light bulb, Aha! I know how to fix this. He needs therapy. Because, you're supposed to take people to therapy so they can get fixed. That's what therapy is. You go there so they can fix your spouse. But there's two problems with this. One is even getting them there in the first place. And the reason this does not work, I've had so many spouses come to me and say, how do I get my husband to realize he needs help? How do I get him to realize that something's wrong? That he's not the same person he used to be? And I can ask him, have you talked to him about it? Oh, yeah. Immediately they respond back, yeah, we've told him. I ask, what have you told him? Well, that he needs help. But then he turns around and tells me, I don't need help. Nothing's wrong with me. I'm fine. And he keeps saying it, but I know he's not. I know he's not fine. And I don't know what to do. I feel like our family is just, it's falling apart. And I said, okay. So are you in therapy, to learn how to deal with all this and everything? They fire back real quick. Well, no, nothing's wrong with me. I'm fine. Why do I need therapy? We don't even realize that that's the exact same thing that our spouse is saying. Whenever the question is put to us, we react the exact same way. Why is that? Because no one likes to be told that they need help, that something's wrong with them. No matter how much you say you need help, and it's coming from a caring place in your heart, you just want what's best for your family and your spouse, all he's hearing is, she wants to fix me. She thinks something's wrong with me, and she wants to fix me to be like her. Okay, that's where the second part comes in. Every time we say you need help, none of us have ever once stopped to ask, do you think you need help? Would you like to have help? No, we don't ask that. We just tell them what we think they need. And we expect them to just take it as we're cramming it down their throat, You need help, do what I say. It doesn't work. All it does is pull you guys further and further and further apart. He starts resenting you. You start resenting him. You're accusing him of destroying the family. He's accusing you of nonstop nagging and being on his case to the point where he's starting to check out. He's gone. The minute you say it, he's gone. And yet we keep doing this and having the exact same reaction. It will never work. It will never work because they, like you, don't want to be made to feel that something is wrong with them or they need to be fixed.
So that doesn't leave us with many options. And that's just no good for us spouses. We don't take well to not having options. It's in our nature to take care of things and to handle things and to make things better. That's what we do. But the thing is, we come to a point where we realize, something's got to change. It has to. And, we'll try everything because ultimately I think we all know what it's going to come down to. But we don't want that. It comes down to, leave the situation, which that's what we are trying to avoid with every fiber of our being. We're trying to avoid the leave the situation. Option 2 is to, stay in the situation without complaint. If you're anything like me, I was miserable. I could not stand it. And the third option is change the situation. But, how in the world do you change it whenever they won't go get help? What do you do? This is where, it's the hardest part for all of us. And it's the suckiest part, because you come to the point where you realize that you can't do anything to change your spouse. You can't make them do anything that they don't choose to do themselves. Knowing that is actually empowering. It's not a throw your hands up in the air and it's hopeless, because once you do understand that, you can actually work on making yourself healthy, work on making yourself better. And usually, honestly, once you stop pointing the finger, making accusations, reacting to what they're saying and doing, the positive change, it encourages positive change in your veteran. There is never any guarantee in anything you ever do in life, but not doing anything and keeping on the same course will significantly reduce your chances of saving your marriage. But so many times, the first thing that spouses try to do is, force their partner into help. The second is they start doing all these things, trying these different things to change. Let's go over what those things look like.